Welcome to Sports Betting Top Picks and Plays. This is for the National Hockey League, the NHL. My name's Abby for Tuesday, April the 8th. We're going to go and discuss four games of the National Hockey League. Again, the first game we're going to discuss here is going to be Chicago at Pittsburgh. So this one here opened up 5.5. That was the total. That was the opening number, 5.5. And Pittsburgh favored at home. Now the total has gone up to 6.5. And the majority of the books at 6.5. And Pittsburgh still favored at home. So we're going to look at now where the public and sharps are for this game. So far, nothing as yet. I'm not seeing anything here. Don't see anything here. And again, the odds and the lines are courtesy of oddslogic.com. OddsLogic, again, they provide the totals, the money line plays, injury report. That's oddslogic.com. Okay. All right, so we'll look into this game further. We'll look at the head-to-head. All right, so they've played two games already, Chicago, Pittsburgh. Both games in Chicago. First game was February. Actually, let me see one moment. Sorry, they played one game already. My apologies. They played once already this season. They played once. So they played actually 2 days ago, April the 6th, they played in Chicago. Chicago won 3-1. It was under 6.5 goals at that time. So overall, including the Pittsburgh win for Chicago, they are 1-4 last 5 games and are 3-2 to the over. Pittsburgh, they're back at home after a 3-game road trip. They're up and down. They've been flip-flopping wins and losses, but they are 2-3 last 5 games. This one is 3-2 to the over as well. My assessment and my pick for this game, the last 3 meetings between these two teams have gone under. I know that it's pushing up to 6.5. If I had to make a pick in this game, I would take the under in this game. Yeah, I would take the under. I like the under in this game. I know the market is heading in the direction of the over because it opened from 5.5 to 6.5. But I would take the under in this game. I like the under here, and this is a revenge spot for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's been up and down, like I said. They've been really up and down in this kind of situation. I would lean to the under, and I'd lean to Pittsburgh on the money line. That's what I would say. I would that's as far as I would go. It's just a lean under 6.5, and I would lean to the Pittsburgh on the money line as in a revenge spot. Like I said, the last 3 meetings have gone under, so I disagree with the market. I know it's tilting towards the over from 5.5 to 6.5, but I disagree with that move. I'm gonna just by looking at the numbers and everything I'm seeing here, I'm looking at I like the under here, under 6.5. I know Pittsburgh games are supposed to be going over, but lately I'm looking at these last few games. They haven't been consistently going over, so that's why I lean towards the under 6.5, and I take Pittsburgh on the money line. That'd be my play for this game. Again, that's Pittsburgh and Chicago. That was the first game. All right, so game number 2 we're going to look at here. It's going to be Detroit and Montreal. That's game number 2. This one here, as you see, Montreal favored. And the over-under is 5.5. So open up 5.5, still at 5.5. So we'll look at the where the sharps and publics are for this game. We look at where the public and sharps are for this game. So far, nothing, no public action or sharp action. I'm not seeing anything here so far. It's been pretty quiet so far. Let's see. So we'll look at head-to-head. That's Chicago. That's Detroit and Montreal. Let's see. All right, so they've played 3 times already. So the first meeting was in Detroit. Montreal won in Detroit 4-3, went over the total. Second game in Montreal. So December 20th was the first game in Detroit, first meeting in Detroit. Montreal won. The next game they played was next day, the following day. So it was a home and home series. So the second game was in Montreal. Montreal won 5-1. And this one was a push at 6. Third game, January 23rd in Detroit. This was 4-2. Detroit won at home. And it was a push at 6. So we'll look at this matchup here. Red Wings, they've won 2 straight games. They are 3-2 last 5 games. And are 2-3 to the under. Montreal, they've won 5 straight games, 5-0 last 5 games. 1-4 to the under. So Montreal playing some defense, and they're at home. Yeah, Montreal playing some defense at home. For me, I know the last few games against Detroit, they have been pretty much pushes and overs. In this game here, I see Montreal, the last few games, especially at home, they've been playing some good defense. I'm looking at that here, especially right now. They're playing a lot of good defense here, and a lot has changed since the last meeting with Detroit in January. But now we're in April, and they're playing some good defense. I'm going to take the under in this game, under 5.5. Yeah, I'm taking under 5.5 for the total. I like what Montreal's doing. I like how they're playing. I like what they're doing. Yeah, I'm going to take the under in this game, under 5.5 goals. So I like the under. For the side itself, yeah, the side itself, nothing on the side. I'll just take the under 5.5. Montreal, Detroit under 5.5. Like I said, they're playing well to the under at home. They're basically 1-3 to the under at home last 5 games. Overall, last 5, 1-4 to the under overall. So it's, like I said, the under is my solid play for this game against Detroit. Despite the recent meetings have been tilting to the over, I'm going to take the under here, under 5.5. No play on the side. Third game, we're going to look at Toronto and Florida. Toronto and Florida is the next game we'll look at. So this one here, as you can see, the total is 5.5. It opened up 5. The total is 5.5. Open up Toronto favored. They're a favorite. Now it's still at 5.5, but Florida is favored now in this game. So Florida's gone to a favorite at home. So we'll look into this one, look to see where the public plays in this game. Public and sharp play. So far, it's been quiet. Yeah, it's been pretty quiet. Nothing to report yet. That's Toronto at Florida. Let's see. Toronto, Florida. So they have played 3 times already. First meeting November 27th of last year in Florida. Florida won 5-1 and went over 5.5 goals. However, the next 2 games were in Toronto. March 13th, last month in Toronto. Florida won 3-2 in Toronto, and it was under 5.5 goals. April 2nd in Toronto, 3-2 Florida. I'm sorry, 3-2 Toronto. Leafs won that game, under 5.5. So this is a revenge spot for Florida here. So basically they can win the season series. So we'll look into this one further. Toronto right now, they've won 4 straight games, 4-1 last 5 games, and are 1-4 to the under. So Leafs doing it with some defense. Florida, 3-6-1 last 10, 4-6 to the under. Florida's lost 5 straight games. They've lost 5 straight, and they are 1-4 to the under. So I have a lot to say about this game. I would look at this game under. I like the under in this game, under 5.5. That's 1. 2, I would look at a Florida Panther team total. Let me see if I can get some value on this one. Oh yeah. Florida Panthers team total under 3.5 goals. I don't think they score more than 3 goals in this game. As a matter of fact, they haven't scored over 3 goals in the last 2 weeks. Last time they scored over 3 goals was against Pittsburgh. They scored 4 in a win. Since then, they haven't put up 4 goals. I gotta take Florida Panthers team total under 3.5 goals, and I like the game itself under 5.5. So you got 2 plays in 1 for this game. So I like both of those. I'm gonna go out. I like both of those plays. So that takes care of that game. And now the 4th and final game, we're gonna look at it. I forgot to share screens. Just give me a moment. Sorry, guys. I forgot to share the screen for the other one. I should have shared the other screen. I didn't share it. Yeah, I should have shared that screen. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so the last game we're going to look at here, Vancouver at Dallas. That's the last game. Vancouver at Dallas. This one here, we have open up 5.5. That's the total. Dallas favored. Right now, we're still seeing 5.5. Dallas still favored. So we'll look to see where the public and sharps are for this game. That's it. There's nothing that's been quiet. Let me just check one thing. It's been pretty quiet so far. Oh, we got some Dallas money. Looks like public's on Dallas a little bit. I just saw some Dallas money. Dallas money coming in. I just seen that. So we do have some Dallas money's coming in here in this game. You got Dallas money in this one. The Leafs game's been quiet. I don't know why, but it's been a little quiet. Yeah, but we got Dallas money coming in this one. Let's look at the head-to-head in this one. So public on Dallas. Let's see. All right, so they've played twice already, 2 times. First meeting January 31st in Dallas, and Dallas won 5-3. And it was over 5.5. Second game, March the 9th in Vancouver. And Dallas won 4-1. And it went under 6 goals. So Dallas has won the last 4 meetings in this series. Vancouver, 4-4, 1-1, 7-3 to the over. 1-4 Vancouver last 5 games. And 2-3 to the under. Dallas 7-1-1 last 10 games, 3-6-1 to the under. Dallas 2-3-2 last 5 games, so they've lost 2 straight games. They've lost 2 straights. Let's look at this one here. But then they're 1-3 and 1 to the under. Vancouver 2-3 to the under. So you got both teams playing to the under. They are 1-1 to the under in the last meeting. Let's look at this one. Let me take a look at this one here. Let's see here. Yeah, the only way I can play this game, I got to take Dallas on the money line. Dallas on the money line is a play for me. That's the way I got to go. I'm not going to touch the total. It's a little tricky. Dallas on the money line is the play. I agree with the public. I got to take Dallas on the money line. That's the way I'm going to go in this game. Like I said, the total's a little tricky. I'm not going to touch the total. I'll leave that alone. I'll just take Dallas to win the game, and that's it. Dallas on the money line for me. That's it. I'm not going to do anything else with that. That's it. So that's it. We went through all 4 games for the NHL. Again, that's it. We went through all the games. So we're done now. That's it. Again, whether you fade or follow these picks, it's up to you. Again, I just look at the games, make my assessment, and make those plays that I like. I still hope you hit some big winners, cash some tickets, and have a great Tuesday. Have a big Tuesday night and hit some winners. Let's hope you have a banner night and have a great night. Below in the description, you can go to Sports Memo, www.sportsmemo.com, and go to Abbysportsbettingpicks. I do have 2 right now. There are 2 NHL plays. 2 NHL plays. So there are basically 2 total plays, 2 NHL over-under total plays that I have. Those are the client plays I have at sportsmemo.com, Abbysportspicks. And I have 1 NBA total, National Basketball Association total. So 3 games, 2 NHL games, 2 totals for the NHL, 1 total for the NBA. Again, those are all together 3 client plays. They're all client plays. Go to www.sportsmemo.com for those and take advantage of those. Again, we have a special offer going on now. You can see it at sportsmemo.com. So take advantage of that opportunity. And again, whether you fade or follow, I hope you hit some winners, cash some winners. Good luck to everybody. Let's have a good night. Let's have a good Tuesday. Stay true to yourself. Stay blessed. Stay humble. Believe in yourself. Peace. I'm out.